CEO Quantum Foundation, a non-profit public spiritual trust, is founded and managed by successful corporate leaders. Inspired by the Grand Meditation Master Brahmarshi Patriji and mentored by Padma Shri D.R. Karthikeyan, Dr. S.V. Balasubramaniam and Padma Shri Dr. R.V. Ramani.
We are all here to celebrate the grand functioning of Buddha CEO Foundation. 1 year of great efforts, preceded by a few years of planning for it, and establishing of a full-fledged office here in Bengaluru. It is total manifestation. Whatever you think, it will happen.
The foundation is operating globally with volunteers and participants across several countries.
Meditation is a process to gain whatever that we can dream about and to remove any limitations that we're setting on ourselves which stops us from realizing that dream.
The vision of the foundation is to build leaders who are meditative, compassionate and purpose-driven for a harmonious and fulfilling life. With a mission to empower organizational leaders, entrepreneurs, and students with scientific meditation wisdom, the foundation has been carrying out 3 types of activities: teaching meditation, publishing meditation wisdom, and building global communities.
As of August 2023, 390 plus programs with 4,380 plus hours of content and positively enhanced the lives of 84,200 plus people
with the breath mindfulness meditation practice. The flagship 40-day program is a free online program for leaders and employees. Spiritual scientific wisdom about meditation, physical and emotional health, relationships and manifestations are taught in this program. Other programs include 21 Day for Youth, Multi-Day Manifestation, Intensive Meditations, Saturday Masterclasses, Full Moon Night Meditations and Sunday Long Meditations. Spiritual scientific wisdom means we are energy and are all interconnected. We create our own reality. The world has abundance for all. The foundation runs 2 YouTube channels containing hundreds of testimonials, wisdom and guided meditations. It publishes a corporate meditation magazine called Buddha CEO and distributed thousands of copies to its members and several CXOs. The foundation published 2 books on meditation, namely Patriji Answers and The Miracles of Meditation, to inspire many more.
Finally, I have this in my hand, manifestation, a dream manifestation, in black and white, the concept of a Buddha CEO.
It's a great job, Chandra. Buddha CEO is not just teaching meditation and also giving lot of information about meditation and how to lead the life.
The foundation also created meditation courses on the online Udemy platform to support self-paced learning.
Meditation is miraculous. So meditation is the only method by which we can make individuals responsible.
During 2022, Buddha CEOs worldwide across 20 cities in the Middle East, UK, USA and India organized several in-person workshops by Masters Chandra and Vani, strengthening the foundation's global presence.
Meditation has been the ultimate medicine for all the problems. It's a permanent medicine. If you take medicine, it will only helpful for a short time. But meditation is going to be a lifelong medicine.
The foundation relies on the active support of the participants, volunteers and trustees and expresses deep gratitude to them. The foundation has done great work in its first 2 years of operations, causing significant healing, life transformations, self-empowerment and growth in thousands of individuals and a few organizations.
For this Buddha CEO Quantum Foundation, we should have a tagline, Yogaha Karmasu Kaushalam. Yoga is meditation, Karma is action, Kaushalam is efficiency.
It is very grateful to Brahmarshi Patriji and Swarnamala Patriji and its mentors. The team at Buddha CEO thanks all participants for their active support and invites everyone to join this noble mission.
Sir, no audio.
There's no audio.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Good morning, everyone. Hi, Prince Dingra.
Namaskar. Namaskar. Happy to come here again. Happy to see you all these smiling faces. And I'm so happy. So happy.
Yes, sir. Thank you for joining us. We will hear from Premji after the meditation today. Today is Saturday, so we have invited masters of meditation who are utilizing meditation in their lives significantly. The twin purpose of what we are doing, dear friends, one is that we constantly learn, we become eternal students. Of course, secondly, we constantly share. Share what we uniquely have. First priority is always to share what we uniquely have compared to anywhere else. But we are an eternal student. There's so much to learn, so we constantly learn, and then what we learn, we share. Dingra ji, Prem Singh Dingra ji has learned, and so he's written a book. He wanted to share with more people, so he's written a book. Buddha's a quantum foundation. As it's learning, it's writing all of that in the form of wisdom letters, publishing various books, because many people, what they've experienced, what they've learned, are sharing. But it starts with learning. It starts with learning, constant learning. The goal of meditation is to drop this tiny body, or drop the attachment to this tiny body, and merge with the whole, become the whole, experience the whole to slowly be it. Which means, of course, dropping, practically speaking, many of the unwanted qualities, and exhibit and experience life as those higher qualities of love, compassion, helping nature, friendliness, all of that. But it is about merging with the whole, merging with the field, dropping, forgetting about our body and our speciality. If we merge with the nature, the whole, then we forget about ourselves, because that is so huge. You go into ocean, it's not possible that we feel that I am the CEO of something. I am the speciality, I am this so-and-so. It's not possible. You go in the ocean, large ocean, somewhere in the middle of it, we have to forget everything. When we merge there, we forget this tiny self. There is something that we learn there. Patriji always said, I'm learning from everybody and everything. So learn from ordinary people, learn from extraordinary people. We know it. In spirituality, we learn from animals, we learn from nature, everything is there. Because anything that's living close to nature, we go after them. Anything that's living close to nature, because we ultimately want to merge with the nature, the whole. So anything that's living close to the whole and nature, then we learn from them even more. We give a lot more attention, importance to it. Everyone carries a message. We learn from everybody, but we select, and then we are spending more time with those who are living close to nature, who are living close to the field. Common sense. We said satsang. So be in the company of all other meditators. Because they exhibit certain qualities. They drop all the lower qualities and they try to slowly, as they meditate, they have so much wisdom, so many higher qualities they exhibit. So we develop the same. Who else can we learn from apart from meditators? Satsangs are there, sajjana sangatya, so be in the company of meditators. Trijagati sajjana sangati rekha, bhavati bhavarnava, tarane nauka. Adi Shankaracharya. He said that the biggest way that you can cross this ship of samsara, or this life, is by being in the company of greatest masters, three Jagati from all three worlds. There's satsang, so all the masters, we spend the time. But however, Patriji said, there are few other people and things that we can learn from who are living close to the nature. First one is women. The feminine energy and masculine energy, we all carry it, but the women, by default, the feminine energy is whole. The yang energy, yin yang, it's whole. It's trying to combine everybody. It's non-dominating, it's non-conflict oriented. It wants to bring people together. That's wholeness. You know it. You know, in a group, if you have women as employees or in a group, large group, or a family groups, a lot of times conflicts come because they're not included. Instead of they're being done with male members who are, by definition, tend to be more separateness, want to exhibit their individuality. Both are required. We experience life through individuality, but then we need to leave that and come back and merge with the whole every now and then when we don't need to use that individuality. We learn from women, we learn to, we must have, and intelligent managers will have enough women members in their teams because they bring wholeness. And when there are conflicts, you might have seen why unnecessarily go after trying to be one-upmanship. It is okay. Let's step back. That's the kind of advice often you receive. Because that's the definition is that the feminism is about mixing, bringing people together. Masculinism is about expressing ourselves separately, individually. We learn from people who live in villages, the countryside, the rural. You know, you go into villages, children are mixing up. There are no boundaries to the walls. There are no boundaries to there are no partition walls between houses. They're all this continuous stream. They all are just constantly there. And then everyone is coming out and then spending time together all the time. They're happy with what they have. They're happy with what they have. How much air we have is not adequate, but they're happy with what they have. They're there happily, coming out, eating, talking, going back, doing their work, and then come back. There's a lot to be learned from people who are living in the countryside with nature, close to the nature. They learn from all ordinary people. It's not that we only look at and say, okay, somebody's written a book, so we only learn from them. We learn from everybody. It must be the case. This wisdom is for everyone. We share with everybody, but at the same time, we learn from them. Yesterday, I was there in the Agastya Mega Pyramid Center project near Ramnaikampet in Tamil Nadu. That's near Ambur, Vellore, Ambur, somewhere there. It's in deep nature, this project. Beautiful, beautiful place. And then the team is doing a tremendous job. And so there is a 3-day meditation function started yesterday. I was there yesterday. Pure, innocent people out there, so many from the rural areas. And you have to listen to their stories, how they go about teaching meditation to this place, that place. The amount of knowledge they have is incredible. And nothing shorter than a spiritual scientist with practicality. They talk about, I've gotten this experience or the third eye experience, I'm doing this astral travel. I'm going and then distributing pamphlets everywhere. We learn from people in the villages, countries are living very, very life where they're happy with the present moment. That's spirituality, live in the present moment, happy with what I have. Learn from uneducated people. Education should ideally have actually caused us to become more zero, but develop so much ego. Uneducated people often have innocence. Education seems to have brought in a lot of manipulation. Learn from uneducated people. Live with innocence, purity. You probably have seen it. Many, many people who come from villages, they come and start working. They don't know. They're very pure. They don't even know the numbers. They just trust you just like that. Only after living sufficient time in the urban areas, then start engaging with others, and slowly they change the mind. But not otherwise. Uneducated people bring so much purity and innocence. So we remind those qualities of ourselves to be learning from them. So from women, from educated, uneducated people, from people who are living in the countryside, often we seem to ignore as we come in more educated, more in the cities and say, what do they know? We learn from nature, of course, we know this. Unconditional giving. Every part of a tree is useful all the time. Every part. No part of a tree is not useful. Its only purpose is to serve and serve and serve. We learn that quality. And he said, learn from animals. Animals in adverse situations, they always live with their original nature. Animals eat only what's necessary. They don't eat out of greed. Today, I need this, that's all it is. There is nothing concept of, let's put all of this for next 20 years. I'll bring, 3,000 fruit and put them for 20 years. That concept doesn't exist. Accumulation doesn't exist. Live for today. If they can live for today, so can we not live for today? They live in original nature. A cow does not violently react even when there is danger to it, because it always lives to its true to its emotion. Sattvic, calm. Dear friends, and of course, we go into meditation every day, then we learn from the field. In the field, some of us are receiving messages. By meditation, you are in the field, so you might be meeting a master there. What do? We ask them for wisdom, questions. So in return, there is an answer back. Either through channeling, auto-writing, channeling, intuitive abilities of looking at something, then we get answers, so they write them. So we get so much we learn from many of the masters of the field in our meditations. These are all our new ways of learning. Satsang with meditators, with women, with uneducated people, with people in the rural side, with animals, with the trees. Because all of them are living close to the field of nature. Our natural qualities they exhibit, and so then we're being in their presence, and then we naturally are going to bring out those qualities in us. We take extra time. If you're traveling in a train, we take the time. We ask people, we inquire about what do they do. We go to a meditation program and then we see people from rural areas. We ask them, how are they spending their time? What are their experiences? Let's go into our meditation, dear friends. We're practicing breath mindfulness meditation, Ana-Pana-Sati. Our goal is to be in an empty state of mind. And we do that by observing our normal, natural breath, with your eyes closed. So take a posture as you see in the picture, sitting down comfortably in the chair on the sofa, on the floor, cross-legged, fingers into fingers, hands in your lap, comfortably rested. Observe your normal, natural breath. When you observe the breath, slowly mind becomes empty. As the mind is becoming empty, we channel, as the mind is becoming empty, we experience that emptiness. Maybe experience a sensation, movement in our body, be a witness to it, observe it. In case you have thought, bring your attention back to the breath. And then before we do that, we're doing this process called heart elevation. Just follow my guidance, dear friends. For a few minutes, we do heart elevation process. And then we go into breath mindfulness meditation. Relax yourself. Sit comfortably. Relax your body. And slowly, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation. With your fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath, dear friends. We are in a powerful group meditation. When you observe your breath, mind becomes empty. As our mind is becoming empty of thought, we slowly experience greater emptiness, the quantum field of energy, the consciousness. Allow yourself to experience the emptiness and blackness as you merge into your breath. Become aware of the emptiness, that energy. All emptiness is energy. The field of intelligence the field of empowerment, the field of love. The more you are with it, you stay connected to this emptiness. The more you lose yourself to this nothingness. The more empowered you become. The more loving you become. Yourself to merge into that emptiness of yourself. Your greater mind. friends. At this time, let's express gratitude. Gratitude to all things and everybody. Express your gratitude to your parents, your teachers, mentors, family, friends, colleagues, everyone in your life. Give thanks to this grand nature, the bird, the fish, and the animals of planets, of stars. Gratitude to everything you use, the technology, the system, the government, the companies. Gratitude to yourself and to this intelligent quantum field. Gratitude to yourself and to this intelligent universe. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Recollect your experiences from the session. And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds, and then you may open your eyes. Okay, dear friends, hope you enjoyed the session. Let's listen to our guest masters. We have PMC ji and Radha Srinivasan. Yes, Madam, Madam, can you introduce?
Sir. Namaste everyone. Welcome to the session. Prem Singh Dingra, an 83-year-old engineer, has dedicated his life to underprivileged people in India through social service. A Rotarian since 1993, he began his career with the government of Himachal Pradesh in 1961 and later electrified 90% of South Oman in 18 years. Actively involved in social work around Delhi, he recently built 2 water check dams in Rajasthan for rainwater conservation. His deep engagement in meditation has cultivated compassion. His first book, How to Be Happy with the People, released in October, is available on Amazon. Currently working on a new book on the psychology of the mind, Prem Singh Dingra actively promotes meditation, attributing his energy and perseverance to it. Welcome, sir. Welcome you to the session.
Thank you, Premji. As you see here, this book, it asked me how to be happy with people. It's a nice title. And then many concepts that Premji has articulated, some exciting, very powerful, empowering quotations from many masters who exhibited that in various concepts of understanding ourselves and what does it mean to be compromising. Many, many things, nicely written in simplified language. Seems a lot comes from his personal experience. Yes, sir. Thank you for joining.
I'm so happy. The book name means also to be happy with the people, but I'm happy that you gave me this opportunity. This is a great occasion, special occasion. And first of all, I greet everyone here, all present here. As you said in the beginning, learning, you said about the meditation. Yes, I must say before I speak now about my book, first I will say that meditation, if you are not doing meditation, you are not doing anything in your life. Meditation is the only one thing for which I think you must strive for it. And इसका आनंद उसको ही मिल सकता है जिसको इसका आनंद मिल चुका है. It opens all the doors of wisdom. You get yourself resolved, everything within your mind, everything. I remember here in the same platform, I had the opportunity of talking to, meeting Patriji, and in the first visit, when I met him during the Corona times on this platform, he asked me, you asked a question. I still remember, I said, Swamiji, I don't have any question. From where does this exercise come? It's all from the meditation. Please, my friends, please believe me, it is all from the meditation. Meditation answers your every question inside. Nothing is left then. You just become with the universe, you become with the stream of knowledge, the stream of destiny, divine, everything, you work with it. And the meditation is the goal. And as Chandra Master has said, learning, keep learning. Yes, maybe it is the purvard, the past births experiences. That is what it makes a person to come into the world. And then he starts from the childhood till he takes the last breath. He does everything as per the past births, whatever the learning he has done in the previous births. And then whatever is destined for this birth, he does it in the same way, he goes with that same way. Learning has been my very great habit from everyone, even from a person who is working with me or a friend or anyone. And some of the icons and some like Dr. T.R. Karthikeyan and Chandra sir, and so many people are there in my life, R.K. Gupta, so many friends are there, so many masters are there. When I saw them, I just wanted to know how he behaves, how he does it. Okay, let me learn. So learning is I think it is there when a person, when there is it is there, but you must learn, keep learning. Now about this book. See, the whole day we keep meeting with the people, interacting with the people. I say even the child also is a people. Our own family members are people, my friends are people, my associates are people, the vendor, the shopkeeper, everyone. You keep on meeting the people, and they sometimes, not only sometimes, most of the times, they don't do what you are expecting from them. You meet them and someone has not greeted you. Oh, why he has not greeted me? What is in his mind? So that thought comes in you. You did not say anything and someone retorts to you, and it is like that. You keep yourself calm, but the other person comes and he disturbs your peace. So, but then all these things were, baffling me, that first of all, why people don't behave, why people don't be friendly to each other, why people don't respect to each other, why people do not, maintain a level of friendship, a togetherness. Why don't they do that? But then the bigger question comes, that why should they? This is what I have written. First of all, why should they do whatever you wanted? Why should they behave in the way what you wanted? They are free. Let them do whatever they wanted. But the only thing what is required is that nothing should disturb my peace of mind in any way. Nothing should disturb my happiness in any way at all. Let people behave whatever the way they wanted. And this is what in my book I have written. I have taken when I started writing the book, it was only about 8 or 10 chapters. But then slowly, when I kept writing, even you learn from your own writing also. When I write for 2 hours, 3 hours on the computer, and 4 hours, and then when I restarted, then I will start from the first chapter. And then again I'll find, oh, comma is not there. No, it doesn't look nice. It should be, it should be some interesting thing should be there. So that way. So when in all this process, the only thing what is there, that I cannot change the other person in front of me. I cannot change my son, I cannot change my daughter, I cannot change my friend, I cannot change anyone at all. But I have to be happy. And how to be happy? That I have given there. And that is it. The secret everyone knows also. There's nothing like that. That you have to accept them as they are. Once you start accepting them as they are, then the whole door of the joy and the togetherness and everything starts from there. Don't expect others to do. You do whatever you want. Even sometimes you feel that, oh, I'm doing it and the others is not. Why they are not listening to me? Why they are not following me? Why they should follow? If they feel like it, जब उनका मन चाहेगा वो आप करेंगे, आपको फॉलो करेंगे. नहीं आपकी अब when you go to on a stage and a mic is given to you, you are the speaker, and you find that the people are gossiping, people are looking here and there, someone mobile is ringing, this is happening. But then you can't tell them that don't do it. You have to be, then you have to realize that how you maintain yourself, how you maintain your equilibrium, how you maintain the peace within yourself, how you maintain your the ekagrata. That what I have to say. Don't look at them. Don't. So this book, then I have taken all the chapters with the elderly people, with the loneliness, with the children, with the spouses, with the friends, There's a special chapter on the friendship. So that in the so many people are there, they will keep you labeling upon you that this person is this person is that. Let them say whatever it is. You must just go with your own way, and how you do it, that is what the book says. It. When I sent this book, copy of the book to Chandraji, I requested him that I would love to listen to you, how you feel about it, how you have I been. The first question is, does the book say what the title is? Have I been able to express myself? That you can be happy. You can be happy.
Yes, sir, thank you. This book is beautifully bringing many, many points. Learning is a constant process. Giving is receiving. Very nicely written, small, be humble. A lot of points that are letting go. Many don't even know that these are aspects that require to be done. Just the way what you just said. You can't change the world outside you. You got to change from yourself. Many don't even know. The second part is, how do I get there? First is, what is required to be done. It's beautiful. It talks about what is required to be done. How do we get there? And it is giving tips. And it is talking about meditation, mindfulness. Are great ways of getting there. Yes, sir. So you've written many, many things here, simple wisdom, and that many people are not aware. I'm sure it will find, and then you've written some very empowering quotes from people. I really like that part.
Yeah, I've taken a lot of, made a lot of research here and there, and then I found whatever my flow of the book was going on, then I exactly matching to that, who has said like that. So and you'll see in the last of the chapter, there is one chapter which is golden rules. I've given there 102 golden points. Can you read some of them? Whatever, any one of them? The book is in the, or should I read?
The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in raising every time we fall. Nelson Mandela. I am on the compromise chapter. This is advocating compromise. Should we compromise in life? There is a chapter on compromise, and both sides are the point. If you compromise, you can't get anything done. If you don't compromise, everything else breaks loose. Spirituality is living with paradoxes. If you are in meditation, if you understand spiritual science, then you know how to be in the equilibrium of it. It's neither this extreme nor that extreme. But both are important. Both are important. I'm glad that you wrote both points of view on compromise. I see a quote, if you set out to be liked, you would be prepared to compromise on anything at any time, and you would achieve nothing. Margaret Thatcher. If you set out to be liked, you would be prepared to compromise on anything at any time, and you would achieve nothing. Margaret Thatcher. So that point of view is there.
In every chapter, sir, I've taken both the sides. For example, as you said in the compromise, I've said, do compromise, but at what price you are doing it? What will you gain? At that time, that wisdom comes in with you, and that wisdom you have achieved through the meditation. Your mind has become so connected with the divine. The divine guides you what to do at that moment, whether I should or whether not I should. Because while compromising, your ego again comes in between. But then, what is the gain you will be getting it? So I've taken both the sides. For example, in the chapter where I've taken with the elders, so it is not only that I am serving the elder, how the elders feel about my service to them. I've taken both the sides of them. What he is expecting from us, and what, while I'm doing, am I neglecting my own other important things while serving? So I have taken a compromise is there. Always you have to be, balancing is there. And that is what the Buddha says. You know, if you go with the one important point of any one of our the leaders, for example, the Christ, the Buddha, the Nanak, and anyone, there's always something, one important point. For example, Buddha, he says the balancing. So I've mentioned, I've taken that also in my book. Wherever the balancing is required, you must do the balance. The last chapter, 22, is Golden Rules. There I have given 102 points. I'll just read later, say, 15. Always be cool, ignoring the annoying remarks from the other, whosoever is, whether friend or unknown, family, relative, children, or even a spouse. See here, I mentioned here spouse. Always be cool. Many times and in the many family relations, you get annoyed with your spouse because she or he will always say whatever he doesn't want or she doesn't want it. But she will say, so be cool. 16, do not entangle in defense in giving your explanations or justifications because you are wasting your time. They will not understand what you are saying. They will not listen to you what you want to say. Do not entangle. 17, do not fall in trap of discussions on subjects of any kind, especially on religion or politics. You cannot change any of it. It is all draining your energy. Anyway, so this book has, it has, and again I say, Chandraji, Chandraji, I have always been saying that मैं कुछ नहीं करता, जो करता है वो मुझे प्रेरणा देता है, वो मुझे वहीं से मुझे सब कुछ ज्ञान मिलता है, चाहे वो जो भी है, चाहे वो पूर्व जन्मों का मेरा कर्म है या इस जन्म के मेडिटेशन है या व्हाटएवर इट इज जो है, लेकिन जो है मैंने इस बुक में जब लिखा है तो मुझे ये बुक लिखते लिखते भी पढ़ते भी बहुत आनंद आया मुझे, मतलब, और मैं हैरान हो जाता हूँ इवन जब कंप्लीट हो गई है कि क्या ये मैंने लिखी है। सच बता रहा हूँ चंद्रा जी, मैं रियली कहता हूँ कि मुझे मतलब हैरानी होती है कई दफा, मैं जिस घर में रह रहा हूँ कई दफा मुझे ये भी हैरानी होती है क्या ये मेरा है, डू आई ओन इट, आई हैव सच ए ब्यूटीफुल वाइफ एंड आई just sometimes wonder, I'm so lucky that I have such a beautiful wife, such a good wife. I have Mercedes. Sometimes I really feel, really, ये क्या मेरी है? I don't know from where these thoughts have come. But I am, if we have all, you know, Chandraji, that be attached, being detached. I have already attained that. I'm attached to this thing also, but I'm detached also. And as I'm getting closer to my, I don't know when that last breath will come, as I'm getting closer to those days, I have become totally now free. I don't have any desire. I don't need it. I've just become free. Anytime let the last breath come and I'm happy so much. I've achieved everything, Chandra. I've achieved
Thank
everything.
you, sir. We have so much to achieve. No last breath.
Yes,
it comes only when we think, and we have so much to achieve.
Yeah, I will not stop working.
That's why you've written this book. Please raise the book from you. You have a copy. Please raise the book. Please raise it on the screen. You have it with you, this book?
Pardon? Yes.
Yeah, please raise it. Yes. How do we have with people? So, dear friends, it's great to see that what we've learned, we share. We want to share. At 83 years of age, PMC Dingra doesn't have to write. Everything is there, everything is done, but wants to continue to share. That's the mantra. That is what gives us deep meaning and happiness. He himself said it. I didn't even realize that I have done this. You start off with some inspiration, But then you go on adding and go on something other comes, go on learning, and then so you didn't even realize that it happened. We don't even realize that, because your quantum foundation has gotten this far.
Yes.
We don't even realize that we are bringing our 7th edition of the magazine. We started it, and then a magazine of 60 or 80 pages is a big work. I'm sure Dingra now you published a book. Every page took so much time, and our team is there beautifully producing this. So it's all about sharing. This is how I see it. Thank you so much, Dingra, for bringing your wisdom here. It sort of nicely puts all the points one after the other. What do you do? What if we do? We'll be happy. They're all there. And you also given, I'm glad you've given enough coverage for meditation. In many ways, meditation, mindfulness helps in doing these aspects. So thank you. We have another speaker. So thank you so much. We have Lata Srinivasanji. So we'll have Lataji on here.
I would like to leave. I have got another appointment.
Please do.
Thank you so much. All the persons present here. I namaskar. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, Lakshmi madam.
Lata Srinivasan, an IT professional for 20 years, transitioned a decade ago to become an edutech entrepreneur with Chipper Says Education. The organization empowers children and youth with 21st century skills like public speaking and critical thinking. In March 2021, she began a serious meditation journey with the Buddha CEO 40-day program. Thankful for its impact, she volunteers, coordinating and editing the Buddha CEO magazine. Definitely a dear friend of mine. Wonderful to be with her in her company and to talk to her about her entrepreneurial journey and the challenges she faced and how she overcome, and the impact of meditation, the recent conversation with her, the impact of meditation on the certain decisions that she has taken. It's wonderful to listen from her. Welcome, Lataji. Welcome to you.
Thank you so much, Lakshmi.
Thank you, Lata madam. Some people are there who fulfill your dreams. To me, Lata madam is like that.
Thanks so much for this.
This magazine is my dream. And then she is there, squarely supporting, and then doing all the work to bring this magazine out. Thank you, madam, for doing great work. So yes, please go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. Sharing is something which I've just learned this year, because though I have been meditating with the Buddha CEO fellow meditators for 3 years, I did not think that it was important to share my experiences, because when I used to listen to others, it was very inspiring. It was very interesting, but I didn't think I had much to share. But thanks to Chandra, this year, maybe this is my 4th or 5th time I'm sharing with others. I also realized it's important to share, because you don't know that there will be other people in the audience who may have had similar thoughts like yourself, and probably you're helping them to get out of their own inhibitions to share. So to that, thank you so much, Chandra. Thank you so much, Buddha CEO team, for being with me in my spiritual journey. So when I'm sure all of you have heard this, when the student is ready, the teacher appears, and that's how Buddha CEO came in my life way back in March 2021. I was at a crossroads of life of sorts, and a lot of people spoke about meditation. And then when this 40-day program appeared, I just joined on a whim. And it has taught me a lot about life in general and how to accept when things come along. So one of the very important things that meditation has done to me is that the way it has changed my thought framework, if I may say that, in the way that I should probably process life events, in the way I should process my own thoughts and what people say. And as Dingraji said very so beautifully, acceptance is something which earlier was, I'm not saying it was easy, even though it is easy, but it has become almost like a part of thing. Like people say what they want to say, little things happen the way it have to happen. And I count them as experiences in life. And that has made it a journey a little bit more smoother. For instance, when we had to pivot, it was a very hard decision to take, to just let go of 10 years of work in a particular industry, in a particular set of audience, and move on to something new. And I was able to do this with a bit of more confidence thanks to meditation last year. I was able to do this. And I also have figured out not to process things more than what it is. For instance, last month, I think, before I had to go into a day-long training session, I got a news from the customer who suddenly decided to stop a project. And the impact on the team and the impact on our financial plans as an organization was significant. Before, maybe 3 years ago, I would have probably been taken off and I wouldn't have been able to do the training session the way I had planned. But on that particular day, I was observing myself and it didn't impact me. I thought, okay, the project is going to start and something else would happen. The universe would, maybe it has its own plans, let me not process it. And then the training went as is. And my team was very worried about me. How would you do this? To do a 8-hour long session when you heard a news that was not exactly in your favor would be very disturbing. But that was not what I realized personally. Was I had probably moved where I was 3 years ago, and that for me was a huge personal achievement, is what I would say. I was not disturbed. I just let it go. And very interestingly, the universe since then has given me a lot more than what I would have even imagined. I had people call me and say, okay, why don't you take this project? Why don't you take this project? And that's why I find it interesting. And that's what meditation has given. On the personal as well as the professional front, it has broken a lot of limiting beliefs that I had about what we could do as an organization and what I can do as an individual. And I would consider that as the biggest benefits of meditation. For instance, when my son graduated last year and he wanted to start off on his own, there are times I have told him, maybe for some time, maybe you should be an employee. And he wasn't willing to do this. A non-meditative parent, if I were, I would have probably brooded over it. I would have just worried over what he would do otherwise, etc., etc. But the thought is like, no, he is going to live his life and it is his karma. Whatever happens is his, and I cannot influence him otherwise. Sort of made me let go, accept what the decisions are. And it has worked for everyone's benefit. I did not unduly impact or unduly influence my child in his own decisions in his own life. I consider that as a significant improvement in the way that I react to life. Because otherwise, as a parent, I would have worried quite a bit. I would have been anxious about what he would do, but now that has sort of settled down. And when I started this year, in the month of January, I had certain personal goals for myself and some professional goals, with no idea of how I would achieve them. And we just write it down and say, okay, this is what I want to achieve. And what had happened is, with very less effort, there was not much inertia, and the universe has helped me achieve one by one. I'll give you something. An example, like till last year, I had some health issues, and I did not think there were certain things were beyond my reach, is what I had thought. For instance, getting fit, and at a health level, personal health level. I wanted to go to Manasarovar, but a lot of geopolitical things beyond our control, it did not help. I couldn't achieve that. But a friend out of the blue called me and said, let's go to Girnar Parikrama. And last week, I just completed Girnar Parikrama, 38 kilometers, something which I would not have even thought was doable last year, same time. It became a reality in 12 months later. To me, to be able to walk for more than 15 hours at a stretch to be not able to worry about how I would feel at the end of it was actually more a mental game, and how you take minute by minute how it goes. That has been a significant, what should I say, benefit of meditation, right? Not worry too much about the results. You just do, take it as it comes. And I have known this philosophy all along, not that many of us don't know, but to experience it firsthand, to accept it at a not just as a philosophy, but as a truth of life, this has helped. Meditation has helped. The other one has been to be, to overcome the fear of water, to say, okay, here is a person who cannot do this. And now I have sort of learned swimming over the last 3 months. And more than anything, this is a huge personal win for me in this year, because I've always had this fear of water, not anymore. And that has been critical. And even on the professional front, we pivoted. My team grew from 2 to 10. And there are times I have worried about how am I going to pay these folks? How am I going to plan for this? And when people don't commit, don't pay up, how am I going to manage my cash flows? And every time I had considered, like, this month, I'm a little short of cash. And very interestingly, the universe would send a couple of projects our way. Customers would pay upfront in advance. And it is very interesting, very enchanting to look at your own life as a third party. And I have been enjoying that journey this year. To be, as Dingra ji said, right, a little bit of attachment, a little bit of detachment. So I'm detached from what is going to happen at a very subtle level. I've not achieved that amount of, what should I say, an enlightenment or maturity in the spiritual journey, but it is good to observe. Let me do this and let's see what happens. And this kind of curiosity, this kind of courage has also helped us accept projects in technical areas which we have no prior experience. We walk into a customer's meeting, we suggest certain things in technology or in stuff that we have never worked on, and they trust in us to deliver it. And we have also delivered. And this courage, this ability to go beyond your fears, overcome your limiting beliefs, and be able to do work, that's also been, I would say, a very nice side effect of meditation, if I could put it that way. So overall, what has happened is it has also made me more responsible in how I think, how I process. Because sometimes if you are not impeccable with your thoughts, some of your fears actually come true. And this makes me, the moment I have a negative thought, I just go back and say, no, why did I think that way? Maybe it's not right. And then you just sort of process it in a very different fashion. And thoughts becoming reality is something I have experienced. Earlier, it was only something that I read in books, which I've heard other people say. But this year, significantly, I have experienced it firsthand, and have become a lot more responsible in the way I process, responsible in the way that I speak. My choice of words have become more careful in them. And I also desist to a great extent of over processing what people say and what people don't. Just like how Dingra ji said, you cannot change people, that the way they are, and how you have to process the way that you have to do. What you have to do, you will go ahead and do it. Let people think and say what they want. That's what been the case. I've taken a lot of more riskier projects on the work front, but I'm sure I'll just come out of it unscathed. That's what I thought. That's what I know, and I believe in that. I believe in my team. And I have a very good team now. And once again, when people actually worry about not getting good team members, I have been very fortunate in that aspect. I would say, okay, now I've got this project. Now, what do I do? Where do I go for people? Whom should I approach? And very strangely, there would be a resume in my inbox, and people would say, this is what I have read about you, I've heard about you, this person introduced me, can I just join your team? And then without any worry, they would just join. So that is how it has been this year. This year has been an absolute awesome experience experience thanks to my meditation. And what overall, just to summarize, I would say meditation is not just an activity I do in the morning every day. It is also to be in that frame of mind throughout, to be in a positive frame of mind, to be very careful of how I think and how I speak. That has been my biggest lesson in 2023. Thank you, Chandra, and thank you all my fellow meditators who have helped me in this journey. Thank you.
Real Buddha CEO. Starts with impeccable with our speech. 10, 12 minutes, we have learned so much. Innumerable ways meditation can help. Thank you, Ratha Madam. People ask chakras. What happens to chakras? This is all the things. There are 3 chakras that we're talking about. All the benefits we talked are about opening of it and unblocking of all the chakras. No fears, root chakra, dissolved, unblocked. Self-love, you wanted to get the Manasara, get fit, do more for yourself, swimming, all of that. Things that you always wanted to do, you're taken. The second chakra unblocked. Empowerment from inside. People say what they want to say, but you take action, you take risk, you do it because you're truly empowered. You use the word of universe helping you. Many things that you start taking from inside. Empowered to do action. Don't rely on others, what they say, get influenced. Third chakra. They happen automatically with meditation, wisdom. They all happen. We don't have to do special process to unblock these things, but that's all it is, means to have blockage in the chakras. It's happening for everybody. That usually we get stuck in the lower 3 centers, we unblock them. We're more empowered, more self-love for ourselves, less of fear. Thank you, Madam. Very nice way. Leadership, business-wise, pivoting what you've been doing for 10 years, and if we can, is letting go of it and then having that fear and say, will I be successful and new? And then why am I wasting all that I've done? That attachment to it is so much that many people can't even change, make a decision to let go, to start something new. It's so many fears are there. And that's so important. And then you've seen it. You're talking about getting that strength to take the decision, to move on, right? Many salespeople get stuck in a deal because they cannot let go. You worked on it for 8 months, you can't let go. It's tough. It's truly tough. Can't let go. We started this beautiful, even meditation is the same problem. We started this beautiful meditation center, Soul Trends. Very beautiful, very, there's so much that is giving happiness. And then COVID came, somewhere you had to let go. You spent a lot of money, you set it up, but let go. Because it is transforming us to do something bigger. So I felt I waited to see what's coming out. And then as I saw Buddha say Quantum Foundation, as it's transforming, could let go. Because it's not serving the purpose anymore the way you want to contribute, or the way you want to experience. So the strength to take a decision to let go or to move to something else is a big thing that I see for a business women, businessmen, and then the way you are as an entrepreneur. So I'm glad it's helping. So thank you for giving back and everything that you are receiving in many ways at the foundation, with your donations, with your time, with your wisdom, like this coming and sharing.
Thanks so much for empowering that, Chandra.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, dear friends, it's wonderful to be here, listening to these masters. Always learn so much, so much. We'll meet you all tomorrow again. Lakshmi Madam, anything to please say a few words about your friend?
My friend, yes, it was pleasure hearing her, number one. It was definitely music to the ears. What at least caught my attention was when she said impeccability with thoughts. When we, at least when I hear about the word called impeccability, I always associate it with speech, words. But when she's talked about impeccability of thoughts, that's a wonderful thing. Number one. Number two, meditation is just not for the 6 to 7 session. She's adopting meditation and throughout her day. So this is one more thing that really, it was good hearing that. And when she said, typically as an onlooker, when we think about an entrepreneur, the first thing that comes to my mind is about the financial stuff and the people management part of it. How she has nailed through it, how she has gone through it, it was wonderful. It's definitely inspiring for others to listen to those lines. So from that point of view, at least today's sharing of Lata, certain things we have not heard during the Himalayan trip as well. Right? We have heard few things from her during that trip, but whatever she has shared today is definitely a different one, and for me, it's definitely inspirational.
Thank you. Yes, Manivananji.
Yes, thank you, Chandraji, and good morning, all masters. Both the masters, senior masters, are very great, impeccable words they have given. I am seeing Dingra ji. He was a very senior master. We are seeing him from the beginning, 20 onwards. And the great inspiration for everyone. Even when he was there in the meditation at 5:50, with all had bath and very neatly he will present. Very, very senior master, and he has taken and has written the book, and he has spreading all that meditation, all that aspect for the seniors and everyone. And no retirement for him. What the word I liked him. Yes, it is for everyone. It is to be taken up. It's very, very good quotes. All the points what he touched is really an inspiration for everyone. And Lata madam, and we need not say anything. She is always positive. That all the 11 days in Himalayan trip, she was very, very, very inspiration, and she was a leader, I can say, and very challenging person, and very lovable person by anyone. Really, thank you, Lata ji, for your great motivational speak today for all the young masters. Really, really inspirational. Great. Both of them has given a very valuable points, and which will be thank you. And if possible, just for a minute, Lakshmi madam, one sloka or something, you may like you.
When we look at tapas or penance that we do, Bhagavad Gita says there are 3 types of tapas that we can do: through your body, through your speech, and through your thoughts. Mano karmanas, right? So that is what is told, and I would quote these 2: how your speech should be, and how meditation or how thoughts are really making those tapas much more meaningful. So whenever we are talking, so it says, Anudvegakaram vakyam satyam priyahitam chayat swadhyayabhyasanam chaiva vangmayam tapa uchyate. Anudvegakaram vakyam. We should not, when we are speaking, we should not make the other person, tensed or really worried about why is she talking this way. Satyam, truth. Priyahitam chayat. Speak in a way where they can receive it in the most appropriate possible. Swadhyaya abhyasanam chaiva. Swadhyaya is a very important thing. Vangmayam tapa uchyate. That is the tapas that you are doing with your walk. And next one goes, Manah prasada saumyatvam maunamatma vinigraha bhava samshuddhirityetat tapomanasa. So when you are doing with manas, the minds or the thought, when we are talking about it, it's always about manah prasada saumyatvam. When we are talking about meditation, it helps us to be in that saumya state. And manah prasada saumyatvam maunam atma vinigraha. We are in self-control, we are in silence. Bhava samshuddhirityetat. When Lataji mentioned about thoughts, meditation helps us have the cleansing of thought. Bhava samshuddhi. They all should be in the most purest form. That is the tapas that we are doing. So these two, I think, meditation is helping us do this. Of course, it is not a magic wand that says abracadabra and it is done. But definitely the amount of practice, the amount of dedication, or how serious we are about the practice is definitely going to yield us the results, is what I would conclude here.
Thank you, madam. A wonderful wisdom. Lakshmi madam is doing master classes on Saturday evening sometimes on Bhagavad Gita. Madam, you have a daily class somewhere?
Yeah, I do, sir.
Please talk about it.
Okay, I volunteer for an organization called Rishi Vidyabhyasam, run by Samavidan Sarmagaru, very much known in Telugu speaking stage. So I volunteer for them and I teach Bhagavad Gita. It's a 2-year course that I am leading. So I teach every Mondays and Thursdays. That is for all the students, around 16 to 17 students are there. And every day morning 5 to 6, I take a few people, 5 of them are interested to memorize all the 700 shlokas of Bhagavad Gita. So I try to help them out. So every day, 5 days, 6 days a week, morning 5 to 6, I take the class for them so that they memorize along with the meaning, they understand what it is, and they start implementing it. And that, of course, when as a teacher, I personally feel that teaching is the best way of learning. So when I am with that particular team, it's helping me learn more and more to go deeper in the subject. Yes.
Thank you, madam. Sharing something that we all know. We have to share. Today is about sharing. Today is about sharing. And rightfully, as we go into the next week, living a life of purpose and service, whatever that we have, we share. So thank you for taking your passion of studying Bhagavad Gita and then now talking about it and sharing. Okay, friends.
So an announcement.
Yeah, still more announcements.
Yes. So we've learned about meditation, the benefits, or what Lata madam has got from meditation or Premji has got from meditation. Today, incidentally, we are going to have a master class by Sujata madam on the divine virtues and how we can have a blissful life. So today's master class is going to be around that subject, and it will be between 5:30 and 7 p.m. IST. So all of you, please make yourself available and see what are those divine virtues that we already have and what is that we can cultivate to have that blissful life. Yes, sir.
Awesome. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
I start my day with love. Wanna start my day with love. That's what I get more of, is love. I start my day with love. Wanna start my day with love. That's what I get more of, is love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love.
Thank you.
Thank you all. We'll meet you all tomorrow morning 6 a.m. IST. Have a great day.